Hello there, beautiful soul. Hello there, beautiful souls. Yeah. Well, I think I don't need to talk about how much is changing, but maybe I should. Maybe that's why I had to gather some space today to just sit here and talk about whatever wants to be talked about. Yeah, I know that sounds so weird, right? That sounds like, I don't know, it's just different, right? And you might feel this calling too within yourself. It's like you're called to do things that you might never really consider doing, or just you never really felt comfortable with. I mean, here sitting right now, like I am sitting here right now, right? But for me to just know that I'm sitting here right now, to feel like into it, it's just weird. It's a really, 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 really weird feeling, right? To me, but at the same time, it's so empowering. And I bet that you have been feeling the same way in so many parts. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stumbled across this video about this. You could say energy reading, but also something that we definitely need to talk about. So it's kind of a mixture, I would say. Like my English talkabouts are a mixture between channeling, but actually also talking about my experiencings, yes. Good. And talking about language. Yeah. Sometimes in our second language, I don't know, we're just like talking, and then afterwards we're realizing it just made no sense. But we're just talking, right? And the most important thing is just to do things. It does not matter if you speak perfectly in whatever your second language is, whether this is English too or any other language, or if you wanna learn to cook or you wanna cook something, it does not need to be perfect. You just have to start and do it. Like for my videos, I started 2.5 years ago. This YouTube channel, they weren't perfect at all. Sometimes when I look back, I'm like, oh my god, like the quality is really not good. But it's just, I appreciate the past version of myself that said, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna just embody, you know, this part of me. I'm just gonna start to embody what I always felt deep inside me, but wasn't able to let out. And so when it comes to like channeling light language, channeling messages, tarot readings, all this stuff, it's still really uncomfortable to me, to be honest, to be real. Yes, like we call it real talk. Like, yes, of course I am afraid. Of course I do feel uncomfortable, like sitting in front of the camera. It's weird. It really is. But at the same time, it gives me this intense and huge power. It's just igniting my inner flame, like here in my belly. It's just saying, go now. Like, it's just saying, this is what I want. This is who I am. I want to let my fire burn. And it does not matter what you think, what anyone else thinks, as long as you are not hurting anyone on purpose with the things you're doing. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, right? As long as you are not causing suffering on purpose with mere intention, it does not matter. If you do it out of joy, out of real joy, out of real love, it doesn't matter. That's then the only thing that's important. Like, just for the sake of doing it, just for the sake of joy, of feeling love, just doing what you feel called to do, even if it feels weird, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels like crazy. I cannot tell you how much I have grown over the past months. Ever since I decided to start my YouTube channel, ever since I decided to just go to Egypt for the first time, like just traveling to a different country alone, and have this amazing Egypt trip with my dear friend, or dear friends, better said now, but planned for my dear friend Pelind, who has also a YouTube channel right now, who's like the singing bowl traveler. She's a really cool person, really interesting to us, just like cat. She's there. It's Lucy this time. Like in the last video I made myself, it was Mina in the back, but now it's Lucy, and she's, I don't know what she wants. She probably wants to be like part of the video, saying like, okay, it's time to cuddle now. You know how cats are. But actually, they are just wanting to support. They are doing like energy work. And you will see her soon. Yeah, ow. She's like really not that sensitive when it comes to how much her claws hurt. You might not be able to see her, but she's like right here. Here, yes. Yes, she's always like that. She's like asking to like pet me or like cuddle with me, see me, well at me. And I don't know if you ever heard of the thing that others are our mirror, especially our pets. Yeah, look at her. Our pets are our mirror, especially if we are spending like what is she like looking at me? She's always observing. Yes, she's like right here, staring at me. Like, yeah, really comfortable, right? That's what we want. If we're like getting out of our comfort zone and like doing stuff, we definitely want to be stared at awkwardly from like right in front of us. It's just exactly what we want, right? People are like, what the fuck is she doing? What the fuck? It's like, oh my god. You're like, please don't. It's already so uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's kind of fun. It's kind of like, it's just like, yeah, look at me, I'm doing it. Finally, you can't be like all weird and awkward. You're just giving no, you know. It's just you don't really care anymore. Even though it's uncomfortable, it's like not really the best feeling to be like seen like this. But at the same time, yeah, what I heard before, it is way more painful to not be who you are, to suppress your truth, than all the judgment in the world you could ever receive. And I've been through this pain, like a lot. I had depressions, I had panic attacks. Studying, it was like evolving from the age of 10. I could already feel like a lot was happening, like within me. I was highly sensitive all my life, so I was absorbing things, had some just conflicts also within myself, within the family, and I could like see the pain of my mom, who was going through a lot internally. She was becoming a mom really young. She was pregnant by the age of 18 with me. Yes, I'm her first child, and we are now almost 20 years apart. So yeah, it was a lot. Like, my mom also lost her mom 1 year before she gave birth to me, before she even knew she's gonna get a baby. Yeah, and we had a lot of history with loss and diseases, and I lost so many important people through like really bad diseases, and yeah, there were just so many things that I had to go through my young life. So also in school, like not fitting in, where it was a problem that I wasn't able to learn as fast as it was supposed to be, you know? Like, it's in our world. You're just not supposed to be in certain ways. Like when it comes to people with ADHD or with autism or any other things, or maybe just this where it's hard for them to learn. There are also some, I don't know, like diagnosed things, you know, like where you just have struggles learning, and then you are receiving more support. But for me, it was different. I was just, my brain was working really slowly. Like, of course, I wasn't like not smart or anything, but just my brain, my body functions, they were just slow and steady. Yeah, and even if I wanted to do things faster, I wasn't really able to. And we don't know where it actually comes from. Whether it is because I have a head as like asymmetric head structure because of um things that just were developing in early baby stages, and I couldn't receive all the help that I would have needed, which you can still see in my face, and like that there's so much pressure, right, and my left brain side, which is smaller, which now does not have any effect. My body was really great balancing all of this out, but yes, I had a lot of struggles doing all of that, and that might be a reason which why I was like more slowly than other kids, why I had to have more time with all of those things, right? Why I just sometimes didn't understand things right away, and people thought I'm just dumb, right? Naive. Um, yeah. So, and I also was really calm, observing, like where the teachers would actually tell me to speak more. Like that was what they told me. Those kids that are always loud. People and teachers are like, "Oh, you need to like please like don't talk that much. Don't not so loud. Other kids cannot focus in school." Then I was the one kid that was being told talk more, especially starting from, I would say, after the first school that I finished, like the first beginning from the 5th grade, you could say. Um, yeah, there's just a lot been going on. Let's just say it like that. I just don't want to get too deep into it, but yeah, so I had my fair share of experiences. I had a lot. I have my wonderful cat that used to stare at me right now. Thank God, she's not anymore. She was there helping me when I was 12 and a few months old. 12 years and a few months old. She was coming into my life. And I had some struggles with her, but she was helping me a lot. And now we're coming to the part where they are mirrors. She always mirrored a lot of things to me, right? And I just recently learned, because of a wonderful friend I do have, also found an Egypt trip 2024. I mean, actually, I found my friends that I have now, most of them, because I started my YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys know that, but yes, because of that decision I made, and because I just allow myself to trust that nothing bad would happen, that I can trust my feeling, I can trust my heart in it, and like everything. I was able to just go out there and say, okay, let's connect. And then I was just joining the Love and Light group of Shora from the White Walls channel, YouTube channel, which yes no longer exists now, but that's how I met like my friend Pip, which hosted the Egypt trip. Right now there's another one. I think there will be one. Yeah, yeah, there's one right now, right at this time. They are in Egypt, and yeah, Shore is also there. Um, they're actually hosting it together, so that's really amazing. And if I would talk to my younger self, I would have never believed that, right? And sure, my friend, she helped me with my cat because she was acting all out, like only meowing, and like not only meowing, it was like more like howling almost. It was like really loud and intense and through the whole night, which she normally does not do at all. And then I woke up and I was crying because I just wasn't able to sleep. It was all too much. And Then I asked her for help because I listened to my heart, and he told me, ask her. And then this huge dam broke. This huge thing that was stuck in my river, you could say, broke, and suddenly it was flowing again. Suddenly I could see how much she was just mirroring myself, my internal feelings, how much I feel stuck in this place, how much it hurt me to not be able to be free, to feel free, to be who I am. Still, yes, it just happened recently, like a few days ago. How much I actually want to go out there and be who I really am and not hold myself back or not be influenced by, other people's opinion, and how much I have had repressed in my body. But just the first thing, if you are, let's just say, healing yourself or wanting to change something within you, it is actually to see it, to acknowledge it, to actually realize that it's there. Like for me, it was the huge part of repression of my energies. Like, actually, I'm still quite a calm person, yeah. But as you can see, I love to talk too. And I have loads of energy within myself, which I always kept back because whether it was because I was too much for other people and I just had to do it to survive, you could say survive. But we all want to be loved by our parents, or it's not that our parents are bad, but it's just what we do so we can have sometimes a peaceful life, or so, especially if we're empathic or highly sensitive people, we feel the pain of other people, and therefore we know when they're suffering or when something we're doing is causing them such huge pain. Or I just have learned now that I was the mirror for my parents. I was the mirror for all the repressed things that I wouldn't see. Lucy just said, yeah, like, yes, that's right. What is she doing? I don't know. She's like laying on my left side, right? And left is the inside world. It's just the back, so the back is the past. The inside world, it is the flow state, the feminine, just the receiving state, the one that is in the divine flow with life, with everything that is, and also is trusting, also in the nothingness, because we know from the nothingness everything is birthed. And yeah, I was just mirroring them, what they didn't want it to see. And they were so young, and well, they just didn't see it as that, which many people don't. I even didn't know that. Our kids, I don't have kids, but just as parents, I would say, we don't know that our kids are our mirror, like, a lot. Yes, they also, of course, they do go through their own struggles. But I just recently met a lady who is the same age as my mom, who has also kids, but they are way younger than, than she was, let's say, a few years older when she got her first kids. And she said every time, like, her kid would act out, she knows that he's just mirroring her what she's not processing, what she's not looking at, where she's overstepping, for example, her boundaries. And if your kid, for example, is like angry a lot, maybe you have suppressed your truth, maybe you have suppressed your true feelings. It was 1919 when I just looked at the camera timing. And it's always when we see synchronicities, something is coming into alignment, or there is a message coming through. Like, this can be confirmation, or it can be actually the angel number 1919 that is very important for you. Or it can just give you something to look for. Yes, what is going on? To look forward to. It's like energy, like so much energy is there, not able to be released. It's like, oh, I want to hold it back, but you shouldn't. Like you should, but you're still doing it. And therefore it's like the anger hiccups, you know. It's like, whew. You know, like heartburn. You know what that is? Sometimes your soul's fire, you're in a fire, it's burning so bright, but you're not letting it out. That can cause heartburn. That can cause hiccups. It's like, because the energy is just too much for your body to hold. Because yeah, our energy doesn't come only from our body, but from our soul. And if you are not using that, which is also known as life force, what do you think is going to happen? Right? And that's also how diseases can like start to evolve with us not caring for ourselves, with us not looking into things, because yeah, we haven't learned about that, right? Most of us, what we are getting taught is that we we just, what can I say? That's right, exactly what I wanted to say. We are suppressing so many things that we don't even know what we feel anymore. We are taught that who we are most of the times is not good. And like intense emotions like anger, frustration, fear, sadness, all of this, like even angst, is not good, is not allowed. We should keep it down, like lower it, or lower our voice if we're too loud. Or if we're just a calm person, we always ask to change who we are, what we feel. We're not asked to feel it. And now I don't ask you to lash out on people. The last thing I would say is like, that's good. No, but we are not taught how to properly handle our feelings. And I can see that in myself too. Sometimes when I feel so much anger or frustration, or when I have this huge amount of energy, I feel so overwhelmed. Like, you know, the little kids, they just don't know where to put their energy. And what are we doing as adults? We are judging, whether it's ourselves or them, because we don't understand it. Nobody taught us that how to, you know, how to live with that, how to embody that, because that can be such a powerful thing. We're just taught to push it away. Yes, it comes from later generations, like earlier generations, I wanted to say, before our generations. And it's still within our bloodline, it's still programmed within us. Until the moment we change something. Yes, we will be confronted with it, as long as it is in our society. But we can always start with ourselves. We can always start with just looking at it and seeing it for what it is. And then we can start to change it from here, at that moment. And I did learn something very significant today, right? I had a wonderful, wonderful lesson. Yes, I won't get too much into that because it's my lesson to learn, and some things that are only for us. We don't need to share everything. We don't need to overshare. We don't need to undershare, you know. We are meant to be in balance. Like, not like this or this, but like balance. Balance it out. That's a good, like, good thing. We can communicate and we can listen. We can hold space. And we can talk. We can feel the space with energy, you know. There are the controversies we have within ourselves are not bad at all. You can be a loud person and at the same time totally calm. I don't know who intended to like say that whether you are a calm person or you're a loud person, there's no in between or anything. We can be both. We can be both. And therefore, what I learned is from my today's lesson that I just need movement a lot, like whether it is movement in terms of the physical or energetic. And I need the self expression because I do have a strong urge for justice, you could say. I want justice within myself and within the world. I learned that because I was able to carry myself. I can now carry others with that too. But not like carrying myself and others, like too much, but more so because I embody it. I show people how to carry themselves. Not because we don't need any other person to help us, but because we just sometimes need ourselves, only ourselves. And that's why some lessons, some moments are just for us, not meant to be shared with anyone. It's not that they are a secret. It's also not what I'm saying. It's only for us. Something that is precious to our heart. It's like a fun thing is this necklace holds a heart within. It's like like a heart held softly, gently. But with that is presented in such a beautiful, balanced way. Yeah. And we need to hold ourselves too sometimes. Because it's not only about community, but the community we hold within ourselves. There is a whole world that is waiting within you to be created, to be seen, but most importantly, to be seen by you. By you. He wants to be seen by you first. Yes, sometimes we need other people to see it first, right? To see our beauty, so we can be reminded of our strength. Others can always assist us in our healing. They will be reminders for our strength, whether those are people that lash out onto us and saying things that are not true at all, or those are people who actually see all the beauty, all the vulnerability in such a precious and in such awe, it's a precious way in such awe where they can actually admire all of us. And sometimes we need that because we can't do it first. But they are not here to save us, and they are not responsible for our feelings just because they are there and they see it. We cannot let others have all the responsibility over us. That's not fair to them and not fair to us. Not at all. And I hope if you're watching this, you're old enough to, like, don't be dependent on parents or anything. Therefore, there needs to be at least some experience to understand it. And yes, if you stumbled across this video, whether you were just really curious and wanted to see what this is about, or you actually really deeply resonate with it, and you're gonna feel it, because the people who don't resonate, they will always turn it off, and you're like, oh my god, what is this? And others will stay like, okay, I listen. Yes, and that for now you're holding space to receive what I have to give, right? Yeah. Sometimes it's all about that. Just being there, fully present. And I feel like maybe I will channel light language or anything, but it does not feel like it. Not at all. No. No light language today. Just beautiful energy of love, and I have to look at outside almost all the time because it's just such a beautiful sunny autumn day, and just the 5th of November in, like, it's even full moon. Was it in Taurus? I think it's in Taurus. It's just wonderful. Today holds such such power, so much amazing frequencies and energies. And it's just like we are being called to awaken something within ourselves, to empower ourselves. And I'm looking at this hair, I don't know what they are doing. It's like a feather. What is it doing? It's like sometimes there is some power within ourselves that just wants to stand out, you know? Like everything seems to be like, oh my god, in like order. But you know, like the hair, the frizz or whatever. No, that's not really frizz. It's just like, because the air is, that I was because I was in moisturized air, really moist air, you know, when my naturally wavy hair like or it is because it's just really dry air in here, you know, because of the heater inside. Because yeah, it's gonna turn pretty cold some time of the day. And it's also showing us something. Our hair can also be the mirror of our soul, right? And like this frizz, you could say, like for me, it's like, it's saying like static. It's saying so much energy. It's like, ooh, it's too much. It needs to be used and channeled into things like this video, like art, like into a walk, maybe like singing. You can use your energy however you please. And you know what's more egoistic than using it for, you know, like purpose of like talking like a half hour like this here on YouTube about those things, is actually to not do it. Because it's not for me only. Our abilities and gifts, they are not only for us. They are meant to be shared, they're meant to be received, they're meant to be there. And yeah, coming to that again, it's not egoistic. Not at all. It's not egoistic. It's not. But I said that on purpose. Because there are certain beliefs that we hold that are just out of alignment. They are just from a different time where that was valid or was needed to survive. But now it is time to change. And I'm going first. You can go after. Maybe this video is like the first step for you to make a change for yourself. Don't make it for anyone else, but make it for yourself. Because you need yourself. You really do. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave you with. Thank you so much, beautiful soul. Goodbye. And of course, always take care